Constantine the Great was a significant ruler whose time in power marked an important shift from the ancient Roman Empire to the beginnings of medieval Europe. He also played a crucial role in making Christianity the official religion for the Greek and Latin civilizations. His influence continued for centuries, even affecting countries like Russia until the 20th century. Constantine was the son of Constantius and Helena. His father became one of 4 co-emperors in a system called the Tetrarchy set up by Diocletian in 293 CE. When Diocletian retired in 305, Constantine joined his father on a military campaign in Scotland. After his father's death in Britain, his troops declared Constantine the new Caesar. From 305 to 312, Constantine worked to gather support, troops, and resources to become the sole ruler of the Western Roman Empire. He won battles against various groups and marched into Italy to confront his Roman rival. The turning point came in 312 during a risky battle near Rome. Constantine claimed to have a vision that inspired him and led him to victory. Initially, he thought it was a vision of his protector god Apollo, but later he believed it was a Christian sign, a cross with the words "In this sign conquer." This vision took place at the Milvian Bridge and became a significant moment in Constantine's life and the history of Christianity. This experience led Constantine to support Christianity actively. He gave back properties to churches, favored clergy, and made agreements to permit the Christian faith. Despite being associated with Christianity, it's important to note that Constantine didn't solely focus on Christianity in his decrees. He used terms like supreme sovereign instead of specific religious terms. He didn't force his subjects to practice Christianity but rather encouraged tolerance. Constantine's approach to religion was complex. He advised with a Neoplatonist, showed tolerance to pagan beliefs, and cautioned Christians against using force against other religions. He even continued Roman traditions of emperors as mediators between divine forces and the empire. Only on his deathbed did he formally enter the Christian faith through baptism, revealing his personal struggles with balancing his role as emperor and his spiritual beliefs. After initially finding harmony with the Eastern emperor, Constantine's relationship with the East soured. Suspicion and mistreatment of Christians persisted there, leading to war. Constantine displayed his military skill and eventually became the sole ruler of the entire Roman Empire by 324. Constantine decided to move the empire's capital to a safer area, Byzantium, which he renamed Constantinople, modern-day Istanbul in Turkey. This shift marked the eastward movement of Roman influence, as the new capital became important. With this change, the western part of the empire started to decline. Constantine reinstated some of Diocletian's reforms while rejecting others. He understood the need for localized governance and established armies for various regions. This laid the groundwork for the medieval feudal system, where local lords managed smaller territories and armies. He also introduced a standardized currency system that lasted for centuries. He maintained social hierarchies, ensuring a stable supply of food and labor for imperial projects. He also incorporated Christian values into public policies, aiding the disadvantaged and elevating the clergy's status. Bishops gained prominence, Christianity spread, and churches were built and supported. Constantine saw himself as a mediator between God and his empire, involving himself in church disputes despite lacking education in theology. He convened the Council of Nicaea in 325 to establish a common Christian belief system, boosting Christianity's standing in the empire. Ultimately, Constantine's actions led to increased Christian influence and respect within the Roman Empire, a legacy that subsequent rulers struggled to reverse. In Constantine's final years, he spent time in the eastern part of his empire, overseeing his capital and handling border tribes. His focus was on maintaining control and not engaging with major enemies like the Sassanid Empire. While a civil war erupted after his passing, his influence ensured that his descendants held power for about a century. Constantine became highly regarded by later Christians for his support of the Church. He was even buried near the Church of the Apostles, almost considered one of them as the 13th apostle. His friend Eusebius, an important historian of the early Church, further enhanced Constantine's image through a biography. However, not everyone throughout history shared the same positive view of Constantine. Some sources and evaluations were less enthusiastic, yet, in the 9th and 10th centuries, his reputation soared as tales of his holiness and supernatural deeds spread. Many lives of Constantine were written, praising him more than before. In the Eastern Christian Church, he's considered a saint, and his feast day is May 21.